What's the most creative way you rebelled against your controlling parents? Growing up, my parents raised me with one main rule that I always had to follow. Boys don't show emotion. It didn't matter to them that I had ADHD and was prone to emotional outbursts. I'd be grounded for weeks for crying when kids at school picked on me. They took away my video games when I got excited about good grades. According to them, successful people stayed calm and controlled at all times. I always wanted to find a way to prove to my parents that they showed emotion too. And when I was 11, I started noticing something weird during family dinners. My dad's eye would twitch whenever he got frustrated with work stuff. My mom's voice would get higher when she was stressed about money. If emotions were such a weakness, then why were my strong parents showing them all the time? That's when I decided to begin holding them to their own impossible standards. I started paying obsessive attention to every micro-expression and vocal change they made. My ADHD hyperfocus kicked in, and I became like a detective studying their every move. I began pointing out their tiny emotional tells with innocent questions. Dad, your jaw looks clenched. Are you feeling emotional right now? Or, Mom, you seem agitated. Is that weakness? I used their exact same language back at them while maintaining perfect robotic calm myself. At first, they thought I was finally learning their lessons about self-awareness. But then, I escalated things. I created detailed observation logs documenting every single emotional display they made throughout the week. I started offering them emotional coaching, using their own phrases. When Dad got frustrated in traffic, I would say, take a deep breath. Successful people stay calm. I timed their emotional recovery periods and compared them to the standards they set for me. I created emotion-free zones in our house and called out violations with clinical detachment. My parents started feeling like they were being watched and monitored in their own home, which was exactly how they made me feel every day. The breaking point came during our extended family dinner. I had prepared emotional stability report cards for both parents. I stood up and presented my detailed analysis to everyone at the table. Dad showed frustration 47 times this week, and Mom displayed anxiety 23 times. According to their own standards, both have failed the strength test. I maintained complete robot-like composure while systematically exposing their hypocrisy in front of our relatives. My parents became visibly angry and emotional, which just proved my point even more. They exploded at me for embarrassing them, and when they did, I calmly pointed out that their emotional outburst contradicted everything they had taught me. If emotions make people weak, what does this make you? My extended family were more than confused, and after dragging me aside, I explained what I was doing to my uncle, who was always happy or sad and never afraid to show his emotions. Later that day, I heard him confronting my dad about his toxic parenting, and in spying on that conversation, I found out that my grandfather had been emotionally abusive too, and the reason my dad was like this was because of his generational trauma. The very next week, my parents and I enrolled ourselves into family therapy, where we finally opened up to each other about everything and embraced in a family hug while all of us cried. Even my dad was crying. I finally got proper help for my ADHD. Now when someone in our family shows emotion, we say, real humans feel things, instead of shaming each other.